Hello and good day everyone. Welcome to Tech Almanac. Today we're going to be going over dynamic image generation. I've got 220 fruit tree products that have no images and it looks really bare on the website. So I'm going to send those titles to a couple different services and try to get some images for myself. I'm trying to avoid anything with copyright, any high costs, and to get as accurate results as possible. So let's dive right in and see what we can find out. So I just went all out and decided to switch. I don't think that I'm going to try to use Pixabay, or even, I don't know why I changed from, I feel like Google should be able to give me results, but it's probably copyright issues. That's a great thing about DALL-E, and it might, be the solution for things like this, is because now I can go into DALL-E and, whip something up. Okay, so I took a little bit of a turn. I ended up just going with DALL-E AI, OpenAI API, because I realized that, I can get photorealistic, accurate photos with this with no copyright issues. So that's worth it. I mean, it's a lot of calls, so I'll have to pay in the credits. It's probably going to be $1 or $2. But ultimately, I just had it start to write code to do all of what we were doing with the DALL-E API. So I'm going to give that a try and see how it goes, because that will be with HTML as well. I won't even have to use Unity Game Engine. Okay, twist of fate that with using just my browser, I was getting a CORS policy violation, and now OpenAI is showing me how to use Node to bypass that, and so it doesn't time out, because I only got like a quarter through the images. So yeah, this is why you can't just use AI to make everything happen. You got to work with it, and it does learn and grow. Okay, so I'm blown away because it's starting to generate these images. This, my friends, is really amazing. Yeah, I'm just really happy with what kind of results I got, like Guanabana and these ones. So I would say it's probably about 40 or 50% are good enough to where I can use the product images. There's obviously some language barriers here when it comes to these, so we'll just need our assistant who's on the ground in Costa Rica to identify and get some pictures for some of these ones. So in summation, I'd like to use a phrase that says, use the robot, don't let the robot use you. Because initially, this had suggested that I use Google Vision API, and it also Pixabay, which is another Google Image API, but they just don't have the complex database enough to have open source, royalty-free images on the fly with the API. I'm sure there's something very expensive that does it, but I'm really satisfied with DALL-E API, which I suggested to ChatGPT, and then it changed its course and recommended a Node server. And as you can see, the Node server has a timeout, so it doesn't shut off your API for abuse or whatever, and you get really good results. So I think this is a great use of AI and how it can make our lives and our production easier. A lot of these things aren't perfect. Some of them are, like a guru michama, right? It's something in Costa Rica. We've got to identify that and add a real picture, but a lot of these species, it already has a great feeling for what it is, and these are photorealistic images coming in from DALL-E API. So we have a real success here. I will share the code. Thanks for checking out Tech Almanac, and we'll see you on next episode.